Lou Holtz is one of the greatest coaches to ever coach college football, and he joins us now to talk about this unprecedented time. Coach, I imagine it's great to see you. I imagine you agree with Coach O. They got to play.
Absolutely, but I don't think they're going to play this year because as long as you have liberal people running the university, and they're even talking about shutting down the university and only going to courses by internet, there's no way in this world you can have a football program. Plus, the rules and regulations they have for college football are absurd. There's no way in this world when one player tests positive and he spoke to 20 players, those 20 players are quarantined for 2 weeks. In the NFL, if I'm testing for positive, I spoke to 20 players, they go test those 20 players immediately, and they know within a day whether they can play or not. So when you look at it, I just think whether we're talking about the economy, whether we're talking about sports, whether we're talking about schools for children, grade schools, etc., it seems like it's a far left thing. Let's do everything we can to disrupt this country until the election's over. That's my personal feeling.
Coach, Sports Illustrated is reporting the SEC will decide in a couple of weeks whether they're going to play, by far the most prestigious conference. They discussed a potential plan to have a 10-game season consisting of 8 scheduled conference games and 2 non-conference games. Is it possible that there's so much money at the line and so much at stake between the networks and the sponsors that they do find a semblance of play, despite Ivy League canceling and other, like the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference canceling?
Let's make no mistake about it. Money's a very big factor in this entire thing. The big 5 power conferences, on the average, will earn $60 million, and they will lose that $60 million if they do not have football. If they don't have football, you aren't going to have women's soccer, you aren't going to have cross country, you aren't going to have non-revenue sports, etc. So when you look at it, it's just completely dismantling. And young people, the problem with young people that I talk to, they think if they get COVID-19, it's like cancer. Oh, we are going to live. It's a death sentence. And that's not true. There are like 30 people that have died under the age of 25, I think, from this. 2 years ago, in the influenza flu, we had 150 people die. They tested over 100 football players positively on the college level. Not a single one of them has been hospitalized. My feeling is, hey, if you're sick, see a doctor. If you have an asthma condition, don't come here. But other than that, let's show up. Let's play the game. Let's get on with our life. Please, to the government, don't keep me alive by keep me from living. Let me live my life. I don't want my tombstone to say, here lies Lou Holtz, born January 6, 1937, died July 21, 2020, buried August 18, 2024. Let me live my life. I'm tired of being hibernated from everybody else for 6 months. You need association. You need recreation. You need to work. You need to do these things that we're taking away from people. And yeah, the older people like my age, yeah, you have to be protected. But by the same token, let's move on with our life.
Coach, you always talk about in sports, don't complain about the ref, don't complain about the field, don't complain about the crowd. Find a way to overcome it. That's what you have to do in life, and that's what these conferences, and that's what this sport should be doing, and that's just the fact. Coach, I think you motivated a lot of people today. Hopefully you bent some minds into shape. I'm so sorry to hear about the passing of your wife, and it was so nice of you to do the show. And I know what a great couple you are, and thanks so much for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me. The sad thing now, I watched Tucker Carlson and Sean Handy and Laura by myself rather than with my wife. But life goes on. We all have challenges. That's the one thing. The older you get, you're always going to have problems. You're always going to have difficulty. You learn how to handle it. I wish the government would learn how to handle it rather than worry about an election in November. Let the people thrive.
You're the best. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. And now a man who planned to run for president, and then it all came